What's up, YouTube? Back with another video. We have another busy day of catering orders. We have 2 catering orders today. The first one is Jet's Pizza, and the other is Honey Baked Ham. Both of which are restaurants that I pick up from quite often. Getting closer to the weekend. Although I will say, when you are doing what you love, it really doesn't feel like you don't really look forward to the weekend. Every day is the weekend. You're always, living a great life. So, here we are. Jet's Pizza. Let's go. So we are done with that first delivery. They normally have a receptionist up front that kind of lets everybody who's not an employee without a badge in, and they're normally there, but for whatever reason the individual wasn't there today, so it set us back a couple of minutes. But we are done with that order, and we are on our way to Honey Baked Ham to make our second delivery. Let's go. All right, so here we are taking off from Honey Baked Ham. So here's the thing. I know I've talked about it in several of my videos. It doesn't matter what I do. I always come to, job opportunities. And I take my job very serious, and I present myself in a very professional manner, right? So the reason I'm talking about it now is because I walked into Honey Baked Ham and she was like so confused, didn't understand what was going on. I'm like, hey, I'm here for this. I give her the specific order number, and she was like discombobulated. So anyways, we figured it out. We loaded everything up. She was like, hey, let me help you out, load everything up. Very nice of her. She didn't have to do that. And what she said at the end was interesting. She goes, well, just wanted to make sure, are you with this company or whatever? And I said, yeah. And she goes, oh, the reason I asked, and I was so confused earlier, is because I was thinking you were like the owner of the company that you're picking up from, and I mismatched the names, and it's still it's confusing to me, because it doesn't matter how you're dressed or if you're the owner of the company. If you're there and you're giving her the order number, you should be able to pull up a document, and if it matches what you're there to pick up, that's all she wrote. That's all you need to verify, right? Whether you're the business owner or you're the manager or the director or an employee or whatever the case may be, I guess I understand, like, she wants to make sure that I'm the actual, I would understand that she's wanting to make sure that I'm not just some random guy off the street. I understand that part, but the part that I still don't understand is whether I'm the owner or not of the business that I'm picking up for, if I'm giving her the number of the order and the name of the person or the name of the company. does it really matter if I'm the owner or not, or if I'm management or whatever the case may be? Anyway, something very interesting that I always run into. But this one specifically was like, man, you're so dressed up and you talk so professional and you carry yourself in such a professional manner. And you know, we clarified everything, but it was interesting. We're working efficiently courtesy of the customer. They specifically have this for catering orders, catering deliveries. So let's get to it. Card is all ready to go. Those of you that don't know, I used to work in the corporate world for a very long time. As a matter of fact, it was my first real adult job, because I used to work at my family's business. But I remember going into the office and always hearing about Happy Friday, thank God it's Friday, and people celebrating. Or at the opposite end, they would come into the office on Monday with, I mean, a face of disgust and misery, and I can never relate to that, because I remember coming up, you know, my family taught me some of the most important things, being grateful and being happy and maintaining a positive attitude. And here I am, you know, 20 years old, 19, I forgot how old I was, but being around all these people and going through that emotional roller coaster with the beginning of the week, you know, people being miserable, and then you know, it's Monday and nobody really talked and they barely tolerated each other. But this is a high-end corporate job that I landed, right? And then as the week progressed, people just, I mean, it was like a cartoon. They just got into better moods. But it reminded me of how lucky I am now that I'm doing what I love doing. You know, and obviously I don't get paid what I used to get paid. Although eventually that's going to change. I'm going to look for opportunities to increase my income. But it's a foot in the right, or the step in the right direction. It is enjoying every single day, whether that's Monday, Thursday, Wednesday, Saturday. I mean, I learned how to value every single day. Not that I really value, not that I learned, because I've always, you know, been grateful and practice gratitude, but it's not being around people that are miserable, although that's always going to happen. But sitting at a corporate office for 8-9 hours, and especially with me working myself up to a director level, coaching people and training people, you can't just ignore them. You have to not only be a leader yourself, but really help them change their mindset and change their attitude, which that part of it I still enjoy. But it's awesome being, you know, kind of by yourself and being self-employed. Delivering to hospitals always remind me that things could always be worse off than they are. No matter how bad you have it, you know, you can always find yourself in a tougher situation. Thanks for coming along on these 2 catering deliveries. Hopefully we made more than a few people happy. We'll see you with the next one. Take care.